When it comes to recruiting, Trinity really tries to do things quite differently than many other staffing companies in the Tulsa area and Oklahoma City areas. We want to try to make sure that we put a strong emphasis of quality over quantity, even when you have a candidate that looks good on paper, has a great appearance, presented well, but there's just something in your intuition that says that this is not the right fit. And if you've been a recruiter before, then you probably know exactly what I'm talking about with this. But Trinity we have become a company that wants to trust, respect, and back our employee or our recruiters' intuitions. I can think of at least 5 or 10 different instances with our recruiters over the past where there was just something that they thought of, there's something in there, something that just wasn't right. And it's a big part of being a recruiter, is being able to utilize your intuition to make sure that we make wise choices, not only for us, but also for our customers. And the problem with that is that sometimes that may, in the short term, cut into any kind of bonus that we have. And so what we ask of people is a very selfless thing, and that is to try to consider that we are potentially hurting somebody's life in placing them somewhere where they don't belong, or making someone else pay a lot of money for someone that we kind of knew they didn't really want to begin with, but we thought we could squeeze them through. It's part of doing the right thing is what this is all about. But using our recruiters' intuitions and backing it has been a big success of Trinity. We want to put a huge emphasis of quality over quantity. And when you have an opportunity with our candidates, in a very positive way, give them constructive criticism. We want to be able to coach them. Now, I will say that maybe not all of our recruiters will do this, or they don't feel comfortable to do it every single time. And I certainly don't want us to feel like we have to say something that they're supposed to improve upon, especially those that come in, do a good, decent job, and they leave, and there's really nothing really to add. We don't want to add anything just to add it, but when we have someone who it appears to you that they are smart, they could probably do this job, but they're rough around the edges in these specific areas, at least in the interviewing process. I think when in a kind way, when we bring those things up to people, it will really help them, and they will appreciate it. When they can see your heart, and when they can see that you are genuinely trying to help them and be kind, it's going to change their perception of you, and the likelihood of someone else, if they've gone to other staffing companies, which many of our candidates do, most likely no one took the time to try to help them if there was a misspelling on their resume, or if there was some grammar misuses on their resume, or in the interview if they used improper grammar. And you could help them correct that and say, hey, when they ask you this, you might want to say it this way. I really think that might be able to help you. When people start to notice that you are authentically trying to help them, it's going to change their perception of you. It's going to change their perception of Trinity, and they're going to be so much easier to work with. Treating people well gets you a long ways, and that's one of the ways that we do it. So I know this is getting us kicked off in the recruiting area before we get into the details, but that is a big, strong foundation that you need to have to be able to really add an impact for Trinity. So thank you so much, and we'll get on to the next video.